And we also have this for you right now. A look inside Portland Fire and Rescue Station 1. This is the station in downtown Portland right there along Naito Parkway. The firefighters lovingly call this one the Big House. At least the firefighters who work at this station. I don't know how the rest of the department feels about that, but the Big House is what we're checking out this morning. Eric Patterson will give us that look behind the scenes, a morning in the life of a Portland firefighter throughout the show here on Sunrise. Happening right now at Portland Fire and Rescue Station 1, breakfast. Cooking in the kitchen. We are downtown in Portland all morning long because Station 1 is right there along Naito Parkway. And inside the kitchen this morning, we see the firefighters getting their grub on. Oatmeal. Didn't we talk about oatmeal yesterday on the show?
Hey.
With the birthday of Bob Moore from Bob's Red Mill? Hey, Rick, can you hear me this morning?
Hey, what's up?
Rick Graves is the
I
Public
can
Information Officer with Portland Fire and Rescue. I know you can hear me because you got that AirPod in your ear, Rick. And you're also working on, I thought it was breakfast, but maybe you're working on dinner at this hour. What's going on there?
I'm actually making a little Asian noodle sauce, some garlic, ginger, green onions. We got some soy sauce, some rice vinegar, and some peanut oil. This will be used to dress some noodles at lunch.
We thought it would be fun this morning to kind of take our viewers behind the scenes there at the Big House, as sometimes it's called, Station 1 in downtown Portland, just to get a little taste of life for a Portland firefighter. The gentlemen that we're seeing in these shots here with you, what kind of shifts are they working right now? Is this a 24-hour shift or is it even longer than that?
Both the guys in the kitchen with me today came on to work yesterday morning. They worked 24 hours. They got here. Their shift started at 0800. And Kurt here, who's addressing the oatmeal, he right now, he's working today. So he's working at least a 48-hour shift, and Scott is expecting to also work today. So they'll be at least putting in 48 hours of work. Both of them here out of Station 1, which is the busiest station in the city, runs the most calls.
Is that why they call it the Big House, Rick?
It's called the Big House because it is the largest firehouse in the city. This is also our station's headquarters, so on the third floor we have all the administration, and on the floor above us we have a lot of the administrative duties along with our fire investigations unit. So this is a combined station with administration and emergency operation personnel coexisting throughout the day, making it work for us.
All right, Rick, we'll check back in with you a little bit later here on Sunrise. Again, it's a morning in the life of Portland's firefighters down there at Station 1. Happening right now on the Sunrise Show, a look inside Station 1, Portland Fire and Rescue. This is the station on along Naito Parkway in downtown Portland, and this is a look inside one of the rigs, one of the fire trucks inside the garage there. I actually love what we're doing this morning. It's basically just a look behind the scenes, a look in the morning of a life of a Portland firefighter. We saw them cooking breakfast earlier in the kitchen. Yeah. Now getting ready for what could be their next call. We'll have more from inside the Big House, as it's known, Station 1, Portland Fire and Rescue, coming up a little bit later this half hour.
Yeah, this is a cool behind-the-scenes peek behind the curtain for those guys who always work for us, and ladies too, I should say.
Absolutely.
There you go.
We've got an exclusive for you right here this morning on our show. It is a behind-the-scenes look at Portland Fire and Rescue Station 1, where the firefighters are working out hard this morning. There they are behind the scenes in the weight room at Station 1. They also call that station the Big House there along Naito Parkway in downtown Portland. Rick Graves, are you out there, my friend? Rick Graves, why aren't you working out?
I'm here.
Why aren't you working out, Rick?
That's a good question. I couldn't mess all this up for you.
I have a question for you, Rick. You've been giving us these great behind-the-scenes looks this morning. We saw the kitchen earlier. Now we're in the weight room. I want to talk more about these shifts because I do think people don't realize just how long a firefighter is on their shift for. So you can explain again, when a firefighter comes to work, how long they're going to be at work?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. So here at Portland Fire and Rescue, our shift cycle is 1 day on, 3 days off, 2 days on, 3 days off. So we work for a complete 24 hours in one bit, and then you get 72 hours off to recover or work overtime, which a lot of people do. And then we come back for a 48-hour shift, 2 straight days, and then you have another 3 days off. So you're 1, 3, 2, 3. So in a 9-day cycle, you have 72 hours of work with some rest to recover. This station where we are right now, runs the largest number of calls. These guys have been up quite a bit tonight. So all night long, fire stations and hospitals and Denny's, they never close, right? They're always open. We're always ready to go get done. So, and the guys on the engine, they took a little bit of a beating last night. They were up 6 or 7 times after midnight. So,
I usually don't work out after working that hard, Rick.
They work hard, so it's kind of how you make it. It's how you make it work for the next period of time. When you're tired and you got to get something done, a nice kind of burn the carbon off the piston, so to speak, is coming. Just do a little exercise, get the blood going. Here we've got Lieutenant Tashney on the stair climber. He's getting ready to just prepare himself in the event that we have to climb the stairs with our equipment for any sort of high-rise incident. So fitness is paramount in our profession. We obviously have a nice cardio room here. There are 12 members on duty at all time. You could probably get 6 to 8 of them in here and working out at the same time if you wanted. And in the weight room, you saw quite a bit of equipment as well, doing different focused work. We have a health and wellness coordinator that provides us with guides to stretches and exercising programming, and she regularly checks our physical capabilities and redirects people if she sees things that might be deficient and cause an injury. So the fitness side of things is very important for us.
All right, Rick, I do have to cut you off here because we have to go to a break. But when we come back next half hour, one more look from inside Station 1, that exclusive look this morning. Hey, Rick, do you want to be a broadcaster? Real quickly, can you say, stay with us, we're back after this?
Stay with us. We're back after this.
Meanwhile, we have these live looks this morning on the Sunrise Show from Portland Fire and Rescue Station 1 in downtown Portland. That's the one right along Naito Parkway. And this is a look at the old-fashioned steam pumper.
Yeah, that's cool.
So a little history there on the board next to the steam pumper tells us it was first used in 1911. Back in the 1980s, over a 3-year period, tons of hours of work went into restoring this steam pumper into its original condition, and there it sits in all of its glory this morning inside, as they call it, the big house. Station number 1, Portland Fire and Rescue. Now, Eric Patterson is behind the camera, as he always is for our show this morning. I'm hoping that at some point before the end of the show, he goes down the fire pole. I know they have one of those fire poles at Station 1. Do they still use it?
Do you know?
I think Eric could use it this morning, Rob. So that's what I'm hoping, Eric Patterson. They call it the Big House there in downtown Portland. And we're going to check in one more time. Eric Patterson has been behind the... No, come on, really?
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the setup. We did challenge Eric at one point this morning to slide down the fire pole there at Station 1. Apparently, he gets a pass because they wrote on the board that he is not allowed to do so. Instead, we're going to watch firefighters playing games. Is that really it, Eric?
Foosball.
Well, I see foosball, but we're going to watch them play foosball instead of watching you go down the fire pole? That doesn't seem fair. Fire station number 1 there, downtown Portland. It's been a really cool behind-the-scenes look, a slice of life, if you will, for a Portland firefighter on this Thursday morning. One of the interesting things we found out, I knew they did a 24-hour on, or I thought it was a 24 on, 24 off shift. Nowadays, Portland fire workers do 24 on, 72 off, then 48 on, and then 72 off. So, some of these guys and some of these gals are working their second straight day there at the firehouse.
Give us some play-by-play here, Drew. Come on, play-by-play.
Okay, passing it once, passing it twice, lining it up. He shoots, he scores! I think. We'll see you tomorrow here on Sunrise.